Welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be over this look right here. So if you want to stay and hang out with me in the collective makeup vibes, I'm going to do a real quick run through of all the products that I use and then we can go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I use is the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. Then the Emité Makeup Millesis Active Eyelight Corrector. Urban Decay's Eyeshadow Primer Potion. trèStiQue's Mini Plumping Lip Balm in the color Barbados Berry. Ace Beauty's Grandiose, the Ace Beauty's Glimmer Shadow in the color Cotton Candy. Then The Ordinary's High-Spreadability Fluid Primer. Cover FX's Glitter Drops in the color Nova. Lancôme's Ultra Wear Foundation. Benefit's Boi-ing Concealer. Ciaté's Extraordinary Translucent Powder. Grande Cosmetics GrandeDRAMA Mascara. Benefit's Brow Zings. Milk Makeup's Liquid Strobe in the color Beam. Pretty Vulgar's Bronzed Bee in the color 113 Bronze Mannequin. Bella Pierre's Mineral Blush in the color Desert Rose. Becca Cosmetics Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Powder, that's a mouthful, in the color Opal. Pixie by Petra's Brow Tamer. Urban Decay's All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in Kiss of Fire. Alright, so that is everything. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm going to start with my Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil, and just using a few drops, I'm going to distribute and blend that with my fingers. Next, I'm taking the Emité Makeup Millesis Active Eyelight Corrector, and I'm just going to apply a little dot under each eye and blend it out with my finger. Now I'm going to take the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion and I'm going to apply a little bit to each eyelid and blend it out with my finger. Now I'm going to take the trèStiQue Mini Plumping Lip Balm in the color Barbados Berry, and I'm just using this to prime my lips. Now I'm going to take the Ace Beauty palette, and I'm starting with the color Patchouli. And I'm going to be taking my Luxie 209 large shader brush, and I'm just going to be patting this color on from my crease up to my brows. Now I'm going to take the color Poppy with my Luxie 246 Precision Crease Brush, and with this one I'm just going to pat it on in my crease, descending in pigment as I work inwards. And then without picking up any more product, I'm going to use my Luxie 229 Tapered Blending Brush to just buff that out and soften those lines. Next, I'm going to be taking the color Clove with my Luxie 121 mini tapered brush, and I'm just going to be blending that as my transition color. Next, I'm going to take the color Rose with my Urban Decay Good Karma eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be just patting that on my inner and outer lid corners. Now I'm going to take the Ace Beauty Glimmer Shadow in the color Cotton Candy, and I'm going to be using my Luxie 213 eye shading brush, and I'm going to be applying that in the mid-lid area. Okay, since it feels kind of jelly when I try to put my brush in it, I'm actually going to try to do the other eye using my finger. Now real quick, I'm just going to take some makeup remover and get rid of the fallout underneath my eyes. Now I'm going to go ahead with my High-Spreadability Fluid Primer from The Ordinary, and I'm just going to apply a dot on my forehead, nose, and each cheek, and distribute it out with my hand. Now I'm going to take the Cover FX glitter drops in the color Nova, and I'm going to do the same thing. Next, I'm going to take the Lancôme Ultra Wear Foundation, and I'm going to, first I want to show you the coverage on just with one pump, but I'm going to build because I know that I prefer more than that, but just to show you what type of coverage it is with just one pump. And I'm just going to distribute it around with my fingers before I use a brush. Now personally, I would only call this light coverage. I would not even categorize it or credit it as medium coverage, but because it is buildable, you can pretty much just do whatever you want with it. But I always like to test out foundations on whether or not they are the coverage that they are advertised. And to me, if you say that you're a certain type of coverage, you should be able to do it with just one pump. If not, you're a liar. But I'm gonna go ahead and add another pump and then just gauge how much coverage I want from there. Alright, so I'm pretty set with 2 pumps. Now I'm just going to use my Luxie 532 round top blender brush, and I'm just going to buff that out. So that way there's no streaks or gunky bits. To me, this is like the brush equivalent to a beauty blender. And it's so soft on the skin, and I have sensitive skin and I have never had irritation or reaction or felt any kind of scratchiness from Luxie brushes. So I highly recommend this if you don't like the concept of reusing a sponge, because that does create a bacteria concern. But usually if you're pretty diligent and you spray the heck out of it with alcohol before each use, you're generally okay. But for people who just don't even want to bother with it and would rather use a brush that they can clean every day, this is a good substitute. And it doesn't take or eat up as much product as a beauty blender is known to do. And I'm not doing this to poo on beauty blenders, everybody. There's so many companies that have their own run on reusable beauty sponges. I'm just mentioning beauty blender because that's like the most common one. That being said, I still use beauty blenders. They're still super convenient and I still like the finish. I just change my preference on a daily basis. Now I'm going to take my Boi-ing concealer from Benefit, and I'm just going to warm a bit of product with my finger and then blend it under my under eye area. Or on my under eye area. You know what I mean. And then I just add a little bit to my blemish areas. Next, I'm going to take my Ciaté Extraordinary Translucent Powder, and as I always recommend, always have a spare jar to pour the product into, just for sanitation purposes. And I'm going to be using the OMG brush from the Cream Shop to be patting this on my under eye area so I can set that concealer. I just go in with my finger one last time to buff out any of those creases that took up product. and just go and set it. Yeah, I definitely feel the difference from the Becca powder yesterday. Now I'm going to apply the Grande Cosmetics GrandeDRAMA Mascara. I'm going to be working on my brows, and I'm going to take the Luxie 201 Brow and Lash Brush and just buff off any foundation that, you know, just wanted to hang out in my eyebrows. Then I'm going to be taking the Benefit Brow Zings, and I'm just going to fill in my brows first with the cream and then set it with the powder. Next, I'm going to be taking the Milk Makeup Liquid Strobe in the color Beam and an eyeliner brush so that way I can apply it. And I remove the little ball inside, and what I'm going to do is apply a thin line under my brow. Next, I'm going to be moving on to bronzer, and I'm going to use the Pretty Vulgar Bronze Bee in 113 Bronze Mannequin. And to apply it, I'm going to be using my Luxie 504 large angled brush. That is going to be for my lower cheekbones, my temples, and my upper hairline. After that, I'm going to take an eyeshadow blender brush from my old Crown brush collection, and I'm just going to buff it along the sides of my nose. Sorry for the loud noises in the back. That is a plane. I live near an airfield. But next step, I'm going to be taking my Bella Pierre Mineral Blush in Desert Rose, and I'm going to be blending it with my Luxie 512 small contouring brush. Next, I'm going to take the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Powder in Opal, and I'm going to be blending that with my Luxie 522 Tapered Blending Brush along my upper cheekbones and right above my brow arch. Then I'm going to take the Mud 330 brush, and I'm just going to blend the same powder along the bridge of my nose and my Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to go back with the Ace Beauty Glimmer Shadow in Cotton Candy. And I'm taking that with my Alamar Cosmetics flat painter brush, and I'm going to be first applying that as tightly to my lower lash line as I can get, and then with my Luxie 141 mini round, I'm just going to blend that out. Next, I'm going to take the Ace Beauty palette, and I'm going to be grabbing the color Jasmine with my Mud 320 brush, and I'm just going to be buffing that on my inner eye grooves. Next, I'm just gonna set my brows with my Pixie Brow Tamer. Next, I'm gonna set my makeup with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Last, I'm just going to apply the Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in the color Kiss of Fire. Alright y'all, so that is it for this video. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. It always means the world whenever y'all come and hang out with the collective makeup vibes. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I always welcome constructive feedback in the comments below. Let me know what you think, and please subscribe so that way you get notifications every time I post new content. And that's a wrap. I will see y'all next time. Bye!